Now we will come to the next line. What the line says that the hailstone, all leaves on tree, plant and flowers. There would be no crop on that year. There was single hope is God. Okay? He wrote a letter to God on the following Sunday. Meanwhile, on that year, means on the following year, there were no crops and there was nothing to eat. That crop was only their expectation that this crop will grow up and they will get more income, or they can just contain their life in the well maintained process while earning money from that crops. Okay, but when we talk about that, on that year there is not going to be any crop. The single thing was that get the crop again and show it again and just hope for the best. This was the best option. But the thing was that Lancho was poor and he was not. He was hardly existing his life. He was totally dependent on his crops. That was corn crop. And when he thought that there is no option, then what he does? Let's say he needed 100 pesos to sow his field again and to leave until the new crops come. He wrote to God an envelope and put it into mailbox. The postmaster laughed heartily and took it into postman. Means to say that he has think to write a letter, and he has written a letter on the following day only, means on the following Sunday, and actually he got destroyed, means his crop got destroyed, and there's lot of pieces was required to show it again and wait for the good time to means crop means harvesting, means it can be better options that if someone can give him a money. But at that point of view, Lancho was just hoping for one person, one thing, that light was God, and he was thinking that God will definitely help me and he will never leave my hand alone. And that's why he has written a letter in an envelope and he has posted in a post office. Okay, his post box, whatever you can say. But when the postmaster seen that and he laughed a lot, means anybody will laugh, me and you also can laugh. Means if you are finding that there is a letter written to God, then it's little bit means what we can say. There's little bit awkward that how can we write a letter to God? God will listen us. He has a deep faith on God, simply saying. Okay, that's what he has said for the 100 pesos. Okay, and he was once again I am reading this. He needed 100 pesos to sow his field. Means he wanted 100 pesos to sow his field once again, and until the new crops came. Means if the new crop is coming, he wanted to wait for that. Means simply he was totally wants to sow it again so that he can exist his life in a better and deserved manner. That was Lancho is thinking about. He wrote to God on envelope and put it into mailbox. He has put it in, and the postmaster laughed heartily and took it into postmaster means postmaster laughed a lot and took it into another postmaster that listen, what is written, this lecture is written this rubbish things. But what happens up next? What will postmaster and his employer help Lancho? Or they will just discard that letter and they will just read that letter. This thing will be shown in another video, means in this video only at the last. If you have any type of query, comment it below. If you have any type of question, you can ask to me. I am definitely going to help you. Just keep one thing in mind. Again I am saying, The best way of getting success in this life is only one thing: just believe in yourself and believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. This can give you the rising power towards the success. Meet you after 1 minute. When we talk about the next thing, then postmaster read letter and show faith in God. Means postmaster read that letter and show faith in God. Means he has thought that how can a man be so much unquestionable belief that they are totally believe that the God will help us. Means the God will help us. Is that what the postmaster was thinking? So decided to help Lancho. After reading that letter, postmaster thought, why should I not help him? Means let us help him because he is a brave person. As I told you in that plot structure when we are reading, before that I have taught you the character sketch of Lancho. Then I have told you that the brave person means that the one who can easily come in a point of others, or the one who don't know how to behave, or means like you can say that what you can say that in Hindi we can say that भोला भाला means जो किसी की बातों में आ जाए एकदम भोला भाला, जिसे जो लगे कि मतलब पूरी तरह से विश्वास हो भगवान पे कि हाँ वो हमें हेल्प करेंगे. देखते हैं आगे क्या होता है. So decided to help Lancho. तो उन्होंने क्या किया? डिसाइड किया कि Lancho को हेल्प करते हैं. He collected 70 pesos only from employees and himself distributed a part of salary. Means to say that when he took the letter to postman, means postmasters, then they too laughed a lot. But after that, he suddenly got the idea, as I told you, that he thought that how can a man be so conscious that he is having faith on God and he wants rupees from a God side. That's what he is seeing, and he decided to help to him, and he told his employees that we should help him. And it collected a money. Himself he has given a part of his salary. He has given might have given one part is 25% of his salary or other things, I don't know. It has not given the chapter as well. The letter reached to Lancho with signature of God in it, with money. Means to say, if anyone got signed letter or the signed letter which is signed by God, and he is thinking that oh my goodness, God is ready to help me, and he sees that oh my God has given me that money which I was really required of, and he has seen this letter and he was so much happy after looking that letter, and that was undersigned by postmaster only, not God has helped him. His postmaster decided to help him, and he has decided to convey him that the God has helped him. Next, Lancho's happiness was turned into anger when there was 30 pesos short of the money. Means to say that he has demand for 100 pesos. As you know, I have already told you, and this 100 sorry, Lancho was required of 100 pesos, but he has only find that there is only a 70 pesos. He was thinking that where 30 pesos come. As he has excited that seeing that money, but when he counted that money, and that money was less, and he was thinking that where this 30 pesos went, and he thought that it might be stolen or it might be snatched by the postmaster or the postman. That was his thinking, and his happiness turned into anger. The last line, so he wrote another letter to God, reminding him that he received 70 pesos sent by him. He asks God not to send the rest of money, means pesos, through mail as post office. Employees were a bunch of crooks. It means that he was saying that the postmaster and the post officers is bunch of crooks. Means he was just trying to convey that, oh God, please don't send me money through this the post office. Send money through a mail so that I can get my money, whatever required to me, and I want to get rid of my problems. And he thought that it has been stolen. They are bunch of crooks. Means they have been stolen, and they are the cheater, and they have cheated his money. Means here means you can say that बेईमान जो पैसा हड़प ले या किसी के पैसा छीन ले. यहाँ पे देखिए लास्ट में ये कहना चाहेंगे कि यहाँ पे उन लोगों का हेल्प करने का बस एक ही कारण था कि उन लोग यही सोच रहे थे, वो लोग, कि ये बंदा इतना विश्वास कैसे कर सकता है भगवान पर, और कर रहा है तो चलो इसको हेल्प कर दिया जाए थोड़ा सा. लेकिन भाई भलाई का तो जमाना नहीं है, तो वो हेल्प करने के बावजूद भी उसको ये लग रहा था कि पैसा चुरा लिया गया. और ये चीज़ उसकी भी गलती नहीं है, क्योंकि वो इतना सीधा है, उसको इतना विश्वास है भगवान पे कि वो ये अभी भी सोच रहा है कि वो पैसा भगवान ने ही भेजा है. इन्होंने ये भी नहीं सोचा, मीन्स लैंचू ये भी नहीं सोच पा रहा कि हाउ कैन अ गॉड सेंड दिस मनी. This chapter is this, means this is all about this chapter. Unquestionable belief. We need to take a big lesson from this chapter is that if you really want to do something, first of all you need to have faith on that. Okay, this chapter is a little bit different, but when we talk about the study, if you thinking you take example of this corona. Means if you are thinking that this corona time is just best of it, we are just sitting alone and just having means one thing, regular activity. This is the biggest false of you. Means you need to work hard for at least 8 to 10 hours. You need to study yourself. If you will utilize this period, then you are definitely going to be a good result. Means you definitely get a good result in the future. So students, work hard and just go through it. We will meet you after 1 to 3 hours, means after this video, and we will see about, we will revise it, and after that we will have a question answer. So just you want to write it. As we looked that about the character sketch, summary and plot, but I want to explain it once again, so that this chapter should be easier for you, and this chapter can make you do your question answer by your own. But at last we will discuss the question answer too, so that you can be able to write it by your own. Okay. Just to look once again about this summary. Lancho was a farmer. As we have read that Lancho was a farmer. He had the field of red corn dotted with the flowers. He hoped for a downpour or at least a shower. He was happy to see huge mountain of a cloud. As we have discussed, or as we have learned, that the Lancho was having a corn field, and that corn was red. Means the paka, you can say that it was ripped, and that corn was ready to red corn dotted with the flowers. Means that dot was full with flower. You can say that, have you ever gone to cornfield and you might have seen there was a flower too in that corn. He hoped for a downpour. Means he was expecting that it might rain or it might be the shower, means as you the drop of rain is a little bit drop like a shower, and he was happy to see huge mountain of a cloud. When there was a cloud, as we do, means when there is a cloud just 1 to 2 days before, means there was a cloud and we were a little bit happy and we went to our stair, means went to our stair and we just having a fun and I have taken bath too in that rain. Okay, means when there was a mount of cloud, he was happy that it is going to be raining. Okay, but suddenly a strong wind began to blow with the large hailstones. The hail rained for an hour and the field was white as if covered with snow. Means that it has rained, and as I told you that the Latin was very happy after seeing that cloud and after having that fall of rain. But that rain has taken a disastrous mood. Means he had just means he was that rain has turned into a hailstones. Means ओले पड़ने लगे and the hail raised up for an hour. Means that hailstones continued for an hour. Okay, and that continuation is what brings the white as if covered. Means to say there was a white coverage of the means that soil, and that is as you know that the rain carries a acid. There is also an acid rain. I think that was that time, means that was destroyed. There was lots of means ice types. You have seen a shower. Have you ever seen that in your refrigerator at the above floor you find that there is a dust of snow? Okay, you can find that is what destroyed the crop of plantain. Okay, the corn was totally destroyed. The health has left nothing. Means the corn was totally destroyed and there was nothing, and not a single particles were there, and that has destroyed whole thing. His whole crops was destroyed. He did not understand what to do, and now he is not getting an idea what to do up next. What we can find it, or how can he solve this problem? Okay, but he had a great faith on God. One thing was great for him actually, that he was too much worthy about the God, that God will help him and God will always support him in any corner of his field. Means he has the deep faith, and what he does, he decided to seek help from God. Means he decided to take a help from a God. He wrote a letter to demanding 100 pesos. As I said, that the pesos means a currency of Mexico. Okay. Now he was in need of 100 pesos from God, and he was finding that if God will present me 100 pesos, then my problem will be solved a lot. That was the language saying. There was one my friend, and he was also like a language. He too have a great faith on God. One day, his family member, means his father, got an accident, and he told him that, oh God, please help me find money. These all things. And I told you, don't need to tell that. Just do your work. Just work hard and find the money. Go and find it. I have also in something. Okay, just look at your thing. When the postman read the letter addressing to God, he could not stop himself by laughing. But the postmaster was a fat, amiable man. Fat, amiable, what you can say? Means he was thinking that no, Hilacho is a good man, and he was a native person. He is a native person, and he is trying to help him, and he thought that let's help him. Forget about anything what is seeing, and he started helping him, and he went to employers and said that should we collect the money so that the Lancho gets help with Means let's get a bit help, and we will be proud if we will help. There is also, and we should also help to a poor candidate. Means if you are finding some man or a woman or any child, small kids who is walking on a street and asking for money, then please give him. If you have, then give him. If you don't have, then tell him sorry and tell that we will provide you next. This can be give him a happiness. Don't show your anger on him. Okay, good boy. Decided to help Lancho. Decided to help Lancho. He collected 70 pesos only from employees and himself. Distributed a part of his salary. Means he had collected 70 pesos only, and many of them have distributed, and then himself, his postmaster, have just given a part of his salary. It's a good example. It's presenting a good example that if someone is in their need of money, then we should help him, and we need to help him, because one thing Kabir has said, means who has told, Rahim has told, one thing Rahim has told that whatever a man is coming to you, he has lost his faith, and he is just giving you example that we should help him. That was Rahim used to say. So if you want to write, you can write it. When we talk about the last paragraph, then we are finding that the following Sunday, Lancho came to collect the money, but he was disappointed to find only 70%. Means he was expecting that the God has sent him 100 pesos, but when he finds that there is only a 70 pesos, his excitement and his happiness just turned into anger. It changed into anger. He was angry, and he wrote again a letter to God demanding rest of the money. He also wrote that the God should not send the money through the post office, because what he believed that the post office employs a bunch of crooks. Means he was totally upset with that. He got only 70 pesos, and he was saying that, oh God, please help us, and I want 100 pesos, but there is only a 70 pesos. I think the post officers and postmaster have stolen this money, and or they have picked from that. I want full money, and please help me, and do not send the money from this method. Please send it by my mail, so that I can get all the money what I am required for. This is what he was thinking, and he was thinking that the employees of the post office is bunch of crooks. Means he was thinking that they have stolen. There is not a mistake of Lancho, because he is too much means what we can say that in Hindi, वो इतना सीधा था कि उसको विश्वास भी नहीं हो रहा कि मतलब उन लोग पैसा चुरा लिए। मतलब इनको ये विश्वास नहीं है कि भगवान ने पैसा भेज दिया, उसको विश्वास होना, मतलब क्यों विश्वास होना, ये नहीं समझ में आ रहा है भगवान कैसे पैसा कर सकते हैं। Can you imagine that? How can a God present you the money, and this all things he was thinking. But this has shown that he has unquestionable belief in a God, and he was just finding this much excitement of in that. Okay, just we have done with our chapter. Now we will discuss a question answer after some time, so after 1 to 2 minutes. Just if you want to write, you can write it. Okay, now we are with our question and answers. Means I am not going to give you answer, but I am going to explain you answer. But we will have this much question, and few questions is coming up. First question: arises from this chapter is, what did Lancho hope for? As you read in the chapter, Lancho was hoping for only one thing, that was rain. Okay, and that hope was done, but that the rain has converted into a hailstones. Okay, we are. This is our first answer, and you can write it in your notebook by your own, using your own sentences. And whenever you are using your own sentences, then only you are getting a good marks. You can remind this, and just connect yourself with some other words and connect yourselves, and you have to present by it to you. Okay. The second question arises. What did Lancho say the raindrops were like new coins? What did Lancho say the raindrops were like new coins? Means, what did Lancho? Means, why Lancho was thinking that the raindrop was like a new coin? And can anyone think about this? Yes, there is one thing only. If it rains, then the harvesting, the corn crops will be providing a much better crops than the previous one. Means it will fertilize better and better. The rain will boost them, and that is what he was hoping. And on that year there was no rain, and that's why the crop was to die, or the crop was to destroy. And he was hoping that it might rain today, or it might rain, and we can get a good crop in these periods. Okay. Now the third question comes: how did the rain change? What happened to Lancho's fate? Means, how did rain change? Means, what is the reason behind the changing of the rain? Rain in hailstones. Means, I was expecting, how did the rain change? Means, the rain was there, and the mountain cloud, after seeing the mountain cloud, the Lancho was too happy that we will have rain. But that rain changed into a big hailstone. The wind was blowing, the heavy hailstones were there, and that hailstones just destroyed it. What happened to Lancho's field? Lancho's field was totally converted into a white layer of a salt, means like a salt layer, and the field was totally destroyed. Means he cannot do anything, what to do. He was not finding it big. Next question comes: what were Lancho's feeling when the hail stopped? Means after the hailstones, you can easily take an example. Well, suppose if some earthquake comes heavily, and the whole city or the whole country is in trouble, and many of the places were destroyed, and what will be that condition? That condition will be much dangerous one. No, you might be thinking that what will be the next one. That what hailstones done with the Lancho. He was thinking what to do next. How can I get rid with this disaster? And he was too much confused about it. That's what he was thinking, and he was totally complicated that how can we get a good crop again, and for that crop we need a money. Okay, that's what Lancho is trying to convey. Who or what did Lancho have faith in? What did he do? As we know that Lancho has deep faith in God, and he has unquestionable faith. Means no one can stop him that there is no God and you don't need to pray. But he is doing that. He has deep faith in God, that God will definitely help him, and God will provide him the requirement what he requires. That for what he has written a letter, as you have seen in our chapter summaries, that he has written a letter and he has just conveyed his message. This is all about. Okay. Who or what did Lancho have faith in, and what do we have done this? Who did the letter? As you know that Lancho has put the letter in a mailbox, and that mailbox went to postmaster, and postmaster read that letter. After reading that letter, he thought, wow, foolish, this man is writing a letter to God. Will God help him or this whole thing? And he started laughing. And he has went to his another employees and he shown the letter to him that listen, he has written a letter to God. How can a man be like that? But he was a fat amiable person. Okay, he is a fat amiable person. He is to say that he is helpful and he is a means wise person. Okay. Next question comes. What did the postmaster do after reading the letter? After reading the letter, postmaster went to his employees and shared that things with their employees, and he told them we should collect the money or we should help him. And many of the employees has done that. And after collecting that, postmaster has also given a part of his salary, and he has just distributed in that things means in that part. This is what all about. Okay, this is we have done with this question answer. We have 3, 4, 5 question answers more. Just wait for a while. Write it down. Next question comes for you. Was Lancho surprised to find a letter for him with money in it? Lancho was actually not surprised after finding a money, because he had faith in God, and he was not surprised due to his faith, and he was thinking that God has sent him money. Actually, he was angry, little bit angry, not on God, but he was angry on postmaster and his employees that they might have stolen my rest of money. He was in need of 100 pesos, and he just got 70 pesos in his mail. Means not in mail, in his postcard, and he thought that 30 pesos was stolen by postmasters. He has done this. He was not surprised getting money because he was having a faith on God. What made Lancho angry? Lancho was angry due to his less money he got from God. As he was thinking, means he thought that God has sent 100 pesos, but he was not thinking that this money is sent by the postmaster or other person. He was just have a faith on God, and he was thinking to be like that. Who does Lancho have complete faith in him? Which sentence in the story tells you this? Okay, there is a sentence that Lancho got the money, but in that sense he never thought that this was given by postmaster, and he was just having a faith. This line shows that Lancho was too much unquestionable about the God, that he always thinks that God will help him, and he always thinks that God will support him. Lancho have a faith on God, as you know. Why does the postmaster send money to Lancho? Who does this sign the letter to God? I mean to say that Lancho was completely fed with that person, and he was trying to tell that if the money is sent to me, then it was just by the God. But okay, now we were in another question, that why does the postmaster send money to Lancho? Because he was thinking that if Lancho have a faith, we don't need to just diverse his faith from God. We need to continue it, and we need to support him so that he can be a faith with the God, and being a faith is not a bad thing. So, okay, that's what he was thinking. Who does the sign the letter to God? Well, postmaster. Postmaster has signed that this letter has arrived from side of a God. Okay, this is what he was. Did Lancho try to find out who had sent the money to him, why or why not. Means he didn't try to find this because he was having complete faith on God, and he thought that this money has sent by God only. And why this question is coming, that why he have a faith on that. Means because he is having faith, complete faith on God. He don't need to find anything, okay? And because he was so much naive that he is having faith on God, and means इतना सीधा साधा कि आप समझ नहीं सकते कि मतलब वो पूरी तरह से समझ रहा है कि भगवान ही आप हमारी मदद की है, भगवान ने पैसा दिया. Next question, the last question of this chapter: who does natural thing has taken the rest of the money? What is the irony in this situation? He thought the postmasters and his employees has taken the money, and what about the irony? Can you tell me the one thing about the irony? What you mean by? One thing keep in mind: the story or the poem or the film which is not shown at end, we find that oh my God, that person was that his brother and this all thing. मीन्स हमें पता नहीं चलता कि उस स्टोरी का एंड क्या होने वाला है, और लास्ट में जाके पता चलता है कि अच्छा उसका भाई ही बदमाश था. दिस इज व्हाट irony is. Okay, you can have you seen that what if you can find it over there that what was it? Tiger Shroff means in last he find that he is a criminal or he is not supporting. Okay, he was not dead. He was sick. It was that. What is the irony? This was the irony that he is still not believing that God has not sent this money. This money was sent by the postmasters. This needed to be believed by him, but he was not believing yet. And this chapter ends, and this is a question answer we have finished. We just do your question answer in your fair copy, and if you have any type of query related to this chapter, you can put your question in comment box. I will definitely answer you. Just be connected with your studies, guys. If you are connected with your study, then no one is going to snatch that. This is the greatest period of your life. You can connect yourself through your study. Most important thing is that you need to connect with your family member as well, because mobile phone, laptop, other social technology have diverted you from your family member. But please be connected, and don't try to be over smart, and don't go outside. Just follow the rules given by the government. This is what I need to say. Be happy. Means you just good. God bless you. Be happy. Just show your potential. Do you know one thing, that the gravity has been found in this quarantine period only, not in this, but that period was also a quarantine period. Okay, meet you in next video. Till then, God bless you. Keep smiling. God bless you. Thank you.